How do you imagine a small Ukrainian town? Maybe with Soviet buildings and lots of litter? Let me better show you. We are in Lubashiv, my native town, and this is a landmark that interested me as a child the most, because it was a great fun to climb. As you can see, it's a gate. Once there stood a palace built in the 18th century. Sadly, the palace was ruined after the Second World War, but some buildings of the complex remained, namely the gate and stables, as well as the parts of the defensive wall. It needs renovation, but you still can explore its Baroque features despite the horrible paint Soviets covered the walls with. Frankly speaking, the complex would use cleaning and guards because all the bottles you see there are probably left by, let's say, marginal residents of the town. Behind the palace complex, there is a park that is slowly turning into woods up to the point of locals picking mushrooms there. In the park, you can meet rooks and sometimes even ravens. There are other birds, of course, but my heart belongs to corvids. Soon I'll post a video about crows saving me during blackouts in Kyiv, so stay tuned. Lubashiv is blessed with the river, so near a stadium there's one of many places to swim. I don't really like that one because Polissa mosquitoes are the real wild beasts and bushes attract them a lot. By the way, Polissa is a region in the north of Ukraine. Next to the park there is a beautiful Catholic church. Sadly, we cannot go inside, but hey, I've shown you plenty of Catholic churches of Ukraine in this video. Check it out! The church is still functioning and there was a monastery once, but Soviets secularized the complex. Now let us cycle to the center of the town. This is the memorial of fallen defenders of Ukraine who lived in this town and the nearby villages. In the center, you can find this interesting building. It is a former pirate school, very famous in the 18th century. Back then, Lubushev was a part of Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and if you are a Polish person, or if you are into the history of Poland, it would be interesting for you to know that Tadeusz Kościuszko studied there. Another person who studied in that building not that long ago was my grandpa, and he told me how his classmates would run to the dungeons to play truant. What dungeons, you ask? Before Soviets blew it up, there stood a huge cathedral. As cathedrals do, it had a system of dungeons. They were connected to the school. The monastery we saw before also had underground rooms. I visited them once with my class during a history lecture. I keep saying 18th century, but the town is much older than that. It was first mentioned in 1484 among settlements divided between two noblemen, which means it's even older. They say there is a broad system of tunnels beneath Lubushev, but, well, lots of digging is needed to study them, because, well, historical architecture of the town has seen better days. But what's in a much better state is local nature. And I'm going to show you some wilderness after a small coffee break. Time to do something dangerous. I won't fall if that local man hasn't, right? So the thing is that this bridge leads to a village that's called Zarika and is translated basically behind the river. That makes much sense. And locals use it on a daily basis. So I should stop being such a chicken and go do it in the name of the content. Heavens help me! This is the main beach of the city. It's autumn already, so you won't see any lifeguards, but some locals, including me, still swim. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episodes. Bye!